Hello everyone, my name is Jenna Bayuk and I am the founder of the Kinship Kollective. We offered heart-centered, execution-focused support for entrepreneurs. We partner with a lot of tech and fintech companies in growth mode on a fractional basis to lead their talent acquisition and culture initiatives. And I'm here today to tell you about my top interview tips. All right, so tip number 1, be on time, be prepared. Make sure your Wi-Fi connection is strong. You're in a quiet location where you can focus. Your speakers work. The volume is on. Test run the platform before the interview to make sure there's no issues. I can't stress enough how important this is and how frequently this happens in those initial interviews. And of course, be on time. If for some reason something's happened that's beyond your control and you're going to be a little bit late, that's okay, but make sure you communicate that so that the interviewer knows you're going to be late and isn't thinking that you're just, not respecting their time, or worst case, not even showing up to the interview. And make sure you've taken the time to reread the job description, understand who the company is, what they're looking for, and how you can contribute. Tip number 2. Listen to the questions being asked of you and don't rush to respond. No interviewer is the same. Their style will be different based upon their training, experiences, and tailored to align with what the company is looking for, but also for a culture fit perspective. So often a specific cadence of questions will be asked to be answered in a certain way. This is to understand a multitude of behavioral traits. So don't ignore that request and just decide to answer however you want or talk about your career in however you see fit. If you're unsure of the question they asked, ask them to repeat it. If you need a moment to think about it before you respond, that's okay. Take that moment. And tip number 3, ask questions. An interview is as much of a chance as them to get to know you as it is for you to get to know them. So prepare a few questions to ask. Some of those might look like, what does your hiring process look like? What is the size of the current team? Is this a new role or is this a replacement role? The answer from either of those questions are going to kind of dictate where you want to go. If it is a replacement role, understand why didn't that person work out or why did they decide to leave? This might lead into, how would they describe the company culture? Again, you want to make sure it's a right fit for you as well. And showing interest lets them know you've done your homework and you're looking for the right role and fit as well. The most successful interviews outside of the core competencies to do the actual job is when you're able to showcase who you are and what experiences you bring to the table. It takes practice and it takes asking for feedback to really feel confident in talking about who you are and what you've done in your career. So that's actually why Kinship created the Individual Excellence Program. We noticed all these things kind of going awry in interviews, and we want to be able to help people land their ideal role. So we provide tailored support and insights into what companies are looking for and how to best prepare for that interview. These packages were created to support you standing out and communicating who you are so you can land that next role. So if this is of interest to you, head over to kinshipcollective.com with a K to book a complimentary consultation and to learn more about what we do and how we can help you. Thanks, everyone.